But today, I'm attempting a different objective as well, is something near Devil's Lake called Parfrey's Glen. I've taken the steps of looking it up and trying to find maps to it. It's one of those places like in the movie Big Fish, like Spectre, Alabama. Parfrey's Glen doesn't really have roads leading into it. It's just there, so you gotta kind of park by the side of one road and just kind of walk there, hike there somehow. And they said that the bridges and some of the walkways were washed out in floods in recent years. So you kind of have to do hop, skipping, and jumping, maybe getting a little wet. So I'm gonna give it a try again this year. Last time I tried was in 2012, and it didn't work out. I couldn't find it. Even though I had my brother along helping me look along the side of the road, it just was not to be seen or found or anything. So, with that, I'll leave you all, and we'll see. I should get there in about 2.5 hours. It's early morning right now. Alright, we're at about the 80-mile mark. 84 miles. So we're about 2/3 the way there. And when I left, it was a clear sky with a moon, and I saw the sunrise at 7:18, clear blue sky, but now it's overcast. Parfrey's Glen. I finally found it. I'm going to take a quick peek and then head to the lake because I'm running out of time. It's all... Of course, they said you had to pay to park here, and there was no parking attendant. And I know at the Devil's Lake Ranger Station, you can buy these passes and park there. Well, I can now say, I have been to Parfrey's Glen, and a little creek fell into it. Parfrey's Glen Creek is what I imagine it's called. Greetings, one and all. For those of you who are into roughing it and homesteading, before there was running water, you had this sort of a thing, a pump. And to get water, you had to pump it. Now, here's going to drink the water briefly. There you go, you get a little bit of water. I believe it's freshly pumped from the spring or well below. And of course, there's no sewer system to drain it to, so it just goes into the grass. Old tech. But it doesn't need electricity, and it doesn't need money, and it doesn't need anybody's permission to use it. There's a little elbow grease. That's all. Just thought I'd mention it. The sound of the water sounds almost like glass. Flowing glass. Parfrey's Glen Creek. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought something more magical, perhaps. Just a bunch of weeds and a little stream. However, the interesting thing is, well, not interesting or whatever, is I have never been here before in my life. So it is a new place, and I guess that makes it exciting after fashion. Oh yeah, we have arrived. Take your time and read it. And then make a point to put it on your bucket list. They said a few years ago that these little walkways and bridges have been washed out by a flash flood, and so you have to kind of tough it on your own. Well, it looks like that one has been put back. However, at the river here, if you want to cross to the other side, you've got to hop, skip, and jump there over these rocks. I guess that's what they call fording a stream. Well, I'm going to see if the rocks are steady or tippy. If they're steady, I can probably make it over and make it back. If they're tippy, I'll just skip it and turn around. Or I could cross on that log, held log over there if I feel acrobatic. Well, let's give it a try, but I can't film during that time. Wouldn't want you to see me falling in and get splashing wet, would you? Here we go. Well, as luck would have it, I made it across to the other side, and my shoes are still dry. So all it just takes is to hop on the right stones to get across. Hope I remember which one to get back, though. Reporting from Parfrey's Glen, next to the giant stone wall with moss going up and down it. It's really interesting the way the sound of the water, the creek below, echoes between these walls. That's the walls of nature. So you could see the one behind me, and it goes up and up and up. And of course we go around the side here. The trail goes down there a little ways. Here's the creek. There's the creek down there here. We go up the other side of the gorge. They call it a gorge. So it's kind of like a tight canyon that goes really high. I just been marking the place because the sound is so interesting in this spot. And the sound of the water echoing from the center of Parfrey's Glen. Look at that tree, how tall it is. And it comes down the side of the gorge and anchors itself in the stone by moss and fern. And autumn leaves that drop below and leaves the roots clinging. A little bit of nourishing soil that yet remains. Yep. It's been fun. Not to be outdone, but this tree, you see the autumn leaves falling, has also anchored in the rock with the aid of moss and fern and rather stout roots clinging to the side of the gorge. I think it has a name. This tree might be named Methuselah. One little seed fell there, probably 60, 70 years ago. My guess is it's a kind of a birch. Not sure which one exactly, but it does have some birch-like things and classical yellow birch leaves. Oh, and there's one right over here too. Oops, watch out for the little skitterbug. Seems to be a recurring theme in this magical place. Now this is more interesting. Well, I did try some more forging across to go further up the glen and the gully. And well, I forged pretty good, except I did get my foot a little wet. Not all the rocks are as steady as all the other ones. So we'll see how much better we can go. I hear there's a waterfall up ahead. I'm looking forward to it. It's called a mossy glen, and let's take a closer look and see how much moss there is on, like, this tree, for example. Now that's what I call moss. Pretty ubiquitous around here. Or is it ubiquitous? Something like that. This is a boulder. You can see compared to my foot. Something split a boulder. Lots of boulders around here. Now what is it? Just dropped right in that spot. You're going to be rolled down the hill? Off the gulch, across the pond, the gully, and here it is. Rocks everywhere. And down the water. I recommend you do this when you're totally sober. You might not get to it, or I'll try to make otherwise. Ooh, what a view. There's the creek. See, we're in nice little gully, or glen as they call it. It's underwater. The pine center is the little octopuses. Octopi. By these rocks here. I can see them, I don't know if they'll show up. They're hiding. They go around here and they hide underneath this big rock. I think that's where the house is. Oh, fishy, fishy. Oh, nobody's here. I'm gonna go this way. Into the Glen. Quite an amazing place. In the middle of a little Grand Canyon, but it's not desert, it's deciduous forest canyon. That was Parfrey's Glen. What a fun place to hang out, if you don't mind getting your feet a little wet. Now I'm going to have to climb up here to get up there to get to see where it goes to. Quite a view. A little creek running underneath the glacial terrace. That's too deep for the step. So view this one. We're at the end of it. This is where the canyon begins. The water working its magic. Now, I've just come down this side, jumped over these rocks, and now as you can see, you can't go down one side or the other the whole thing. You have to jump across the river along the way through the woods. So I have to find another spot here with some nice rocks, and then tippy-toe across, and hopefully not fall in. Between rock and the wet place. I'm almost across. Then I go down that way a little bit, and I have to hop over again. So, my feet steady. And then just use your momentum to get across the rest of the way. Yeah. Oh my. Roots. A hop and a skip and a jump. Shoes are still dry. Now, have to get over these rocks to that side up, then jump over again on the other side down there about 40 or 60 feet. Not feeling totally confident. Well, you know, it's only 4 inches deep. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I made it this far. I'm so glad. Why didn't I bring any breadcrumbs to finally lay that properly? This should be a pretty easy snap. There we go. So, I just came over that ledge, came down here, and I have, I think the last of the tricky crossing. I think they used to have little bridges over this, but several years ago, a lake emptied out and came down this gully, wiping all the little structures away. Here's a remnant of it. This is probably part of a little bridge that went over. But now it's gone and nobody's taken the effort to rebuild it. So you just have to hop across the rocks to get to the other side and work your way out that path. It'll be fun. The funny thing about hiking through the woods is that sometimes you wonder, where did the trail go? You know, everything looks like leaves. You just kind of hope you're going in the right direction. The only reason I know it's kind of the right direction is it follows the Parfrey Glen Creek. Oh, looks like a little bit of a path there. These are changing. They look quite nice.